Hey guys, it's me back with a new video, and it's been way too long since I've uploaded a video. I'm sorry, I guess I've just been busy about a million different things and I haven't really found a lot of inspiration. And I was gonna do a video about this about a week ago, but I focused on writing an article for a magazine and news outlet I work for and participating in a protest involving this. And by the end I felt like if I talk about this anymore, I'm just going to get so agitated that I'm going to explode. But now I found out about an update on the story, and I just told myself, wow, I can't not talk about this now. I feel so happy. This is a very happy video. Well, not in the middle, but you'll get the idea. So the high school I went to was Weldon Secondary School. I went there from 2012 to 16. And, well, I never had this one teacher named Greer Pedoe, but I found out last Tuesday that he had been put on administrative leave with the risk of getting fired because some parents began complaining that he was talking about certain subject matters with his students that they disapproved of. What in particular? Well, apparently, in his first ever job, he started to get into such a depression and feel such hopelessness that he considered committing suicide. But he was able to dig himself out of the rut. He was able to find a job that really meant the world to him, and, well, he was able to get over his depression. He wasn't sad anymore, and I've heard that, yeah, he's talked to lots of his classes about that sort of thing. But I guess maybe some parents overheard it when he was teaching online or something. I don't really know the full details. I don't know what to give for 100% other than the fact that he was put on administrative leave. And I looked into it a little bit more. I found some posts from former students of his, and all of them were just glowing. They were all talking about how he was an amazing teacher. Some of them even said that he was the best teacher they ever had because he was so funny, that he listened to his students and he really supported their mental health. I found his website, and there was a part of it that gave you a list that he made himself of so many places you could reach out to and places you could go if you were really feeling depressed. He was really just speaking to students. He wasn't treating them just like people that he had to teach. He was treating them as people with valid issues, and I cannot be more thankful for him for that. I mean, I wish I had him as a teacher now. When I was at this protest as a result, people were saying that I really missed out. Apparently he taught coding, careers, and Japanese, and some courses like tech courses and design courses that were kind of around that. When I read that brought back some really bad memories because no one goes through school unscathed. That's just a simple fact. And yet, I had some memories of high school that were really etched deep into my brain, and not just from, former students who may have been bullies. And in fact, I wasn't really bullied at Weldon from students, but there were admittedly some teachers and faculty that I felt were out to get me, or just weren't willing to listen to me and use the excuse, I'm a teacher, or I'm in the education system and I know better than you. I don't think anyone ever said it in those words, but I'm unashamed to say that Weldon wasn't a perfect school for me. And so, hearing this, it was just a punch in the face. In fact, I'm gonna share you a clip from a global news broadcast.
Around 15 people came out to the school on Thursday to join the demonstration, which marched down the road before stopping outside the school board office. One former student had this to say.
The teachers that I grew up with that were willing to go the extra mile for me, the ones that weren't just there to teach, but to get to know me, to understand my feelings, and was willing to not just do the curriculum, but to open, honest discussion about ourselves. That's something that I love in teachers. That's what made school tolerable, even a good, fun place to be for me. And this is a spit in my face of all of that.
So yeah, I stand by that fact. It felt like a complete spit in the face because I do have memories of having real trouble with my mental health. I was growing up into a man. I was getting ready to go off to college. There were so many things I was nervous about. I know, I realized when I got to high school that there are people that have it so much worse than me. I'll admit that right here, but for a teacher like Mr. Pedoe to go the extra mile and not just be around to teach, like, and here's the main thing. I might one day want to consider teaching. I maybe would want to teach high school English. Primarily because, well, I love reading so much, and I feel like I can find books that will get readers more captivated. I feel like I can just like give students more fun a time than just the usual unit. And I made some signs. This one is let Greer Pedoe back. I felt like giving his full name would give like passersby like a real name, a face in the midst of all of this. And the other one was compassion shouldn't mean suspension, because it shouldn't, right? So yeah, I participated in the protest. We protested right outside Weldon, and we protested right outside the Trillium Lakelands District School Board, which is right beside Weldon. And well, I was still really worried that it wasn't going to make a difference. Like, there are people that just adhere to rules and say there's no excuse afterwards. But back just this afternoon, I got an email from the creator of the protest, and her name's Rebecca Stoddart. And let me just say that, like, she's going into teaching after her degree. She's a grade 12 student at Weldon right now. She's graduating this semester, and she said she was going to go off to teach because of Mr. Pedoe's teaching. In fact, while we're on the subject, there was this one girl I saw on Facebook who said that Mr. Pedoe saved her life by being compassionate to her. Apparently she was in such a huge depression, but he gave her hope. It's kind of funny that I'm talking all about this, and I've never actually met the guy in real life, but still, I just want to say, Mr. Pedoe, if you ever see this, just know that that I'm so happy that there are teachers like you. I wish I had you, and you sound like the best teacher in the world. You sound like a teacher that I should look up to, and everyone should look up to if they ever want to go into teaching. There was this petition that Rebecca made, and it reached like 2,000 signatures, and it reached like 1,000 within like the first 48 hours, and I just got an email saying that he was able to be reinstated. I don't know the process, but I'm really grateful that these people didn't just complain about it on Facebook. They organized this protest. They let me be a part of it. They got the media involved, and whichever way you slice it, I'm just really happy about this. This really sends the right message. And if you ask me, this was a big victory for education. So if you ever want to become a teacher, like, I hope you can be like Mr. Pedoe. But anyway, with all that said and done, I hope something like this never happens again at my school, but I'm just beyond grateful for it. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope to make more videos soon in the future, and I'll see you around. Thanks again for watching.